Rihanna Cachet, and this is the Hive Mind Society podcast, where we just talk about literally everything and anything while being elevated. So, on today's episode, I wanted to touch on being a stay-at-home girlfriend versus being a corporate girly. To preface this episode, I previously worked as a dental receptionist, and if you want to know more about that position, I do have a video here up on YouTube where I kind of discuss what it was like working there. But it was very routine, it was very formal. It was like my small introduction into the more professional corporate business world. Especially because I was dealing with insurance payments, so that was more of the business side of dental healthcare industry, I guess. And so working as a dental receptionist, it felt empowering to make a little bit more money, and to have this set schedule and these nice little formal outfits and just to be doing something that felt really important. But it did burn me out really fast, especially because I was still in school. That is a lot to do while you're in school, like a full-time desk job. It's really draining on your mind as well. But yeah, I got really burnt out from that job, especially because that particular location kind of had a toxic mindset and toxic culture. So it was easy for me to just kind of be over the idea of being a desk girly or a corporate girly. That leads us into how I became a stay-at-home girlfriend. My boyfriend saw that I was getting really burnt out. I'm not laughing anymore. I'm not making jokes. I'm constantly tired, no energy, kind of lashing out, kind of snappy. I wasn't the same person, and it was very obvious that I was kind of depressed for real. So he took the initiative and was like, if you really wanted to just focus on school, I got us. And so that's what I did. Starting in January of this year up until July 1st, I was unemployed. I literally, for the most part, I spent most of my days going to the gym, going on walks, and pretty much just laying in bed and rotting and playing the game, reading, painting, just doing a bunch of little activities like that. And honestly, here's what I can say about that experience. Being at home and not having to stress about making money and being a part of capitalism and the corporate world, it gave you so much liberation and freedom and so much more peace as well, because it's just you and a time for you to reflect on yourself and introspect. But in those moments, in those instances, I was able to focus more on my health and my fitness journey. Definitely went to the gym a lot more, had more time to make healthier meals and cater to what my body needs and what it craves and stuff. I started a garden and I love it. It's so therapeutic and it's so fun to grow stuff that is actually useful, that I can actually eat and cook with and not have to buy it from a store and trust that I know what's going into it, I definitely got more into my artistic side with journaling and painting again. I even started writing more recently, which I haven't done that a lot since pretty much high school. After I graduated, I took a really long break from writing. And then it also gave me an opportunity to kind of see what I would be passionate in if I were to go back to work. I did baking for a while. If you go to my Instagram, you can see some of the things I made. I've made bread and cinnamon rolls and upside down caramel apple cake, a honey bun cake. I've made so many different things and it's been so fun. I've even sold some of that stuff. It made a little bit of money, so just trying out different side hustles and seeing what works for you, because ultimately the goal is to just do something that you love every day. And while I do love creating content, that will be a fire job to have. It is a little bit more inconsistent, and I think that's one of the reasons also why I didn't want to be a stay-at-home girlfriend for a very long time. Granted, I was a stay-at-home girlfriend for over 6 months or so, working on one income, even if it is decent income, because my boyfriend works at a car dealership, so it's not like he's not making decent money. But realistically, the inflationary economy is wild, and I talk about this a lot in a lot of episodes because it's so real, y'all. It seems like it's getting worse and worse, and it's to the point where realistically you are not gonna make it that far without having dual income or a bunch of side hustles and passive income, because it costs so much to just exist. And so on his income, we pretty much were able to get by, all our bills are paid on time and stuff, but there wasn't a lot of disposable income. There's enough maybe to go on a date here and there, but nothing too crazy. Like going on a trip would be like out of question. Purchasing anything over a couple $100 out of the question. Like when I say a couple hundred, I mean like $300. So granted, am I like kind of spoiled and thinking like, oh, I want more than this? Maybe. It's just because I've been independent my entire life, and like I've always been a super go-getter, and what I've always told myself, it's not worth it to even be here, to even experience life if you're not truly living it. Like, and I think truly living it to me looks like going on trips and being able to buy like little items, even if they are just like a little trend, a little overpriced, but hey, you have the luxury of buying that item, to even consider purchasing the item. So with that being said, I eventually start looking out for jobs, and that wasn't easy. Going back into the job field, it's tough right now. It's really hard. Like growing up, I was used to applying to a job and getting a call back within a week and a half, most likely getting the job on the spot. I've just been really lucky with that and very blessed about that. But it's gotten to a point where I was applying to jobs and they would highlight in their emails that we'll reach out to you, don't call us. So I'm trying to, follow their rules, respect their wishes, but I'm not getting a call back for 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm getting rejected left and right from things that I felt that I had to lower my standards to apply to, which that felt very humbling. And it made you feel like, am I truly a failure right now? Like, not working is actually, that should be studied. Like, why not working puts so much stress and anxiety on a lot of people, because I know I'm not the only one who feels like their purpose is kind of gone a little bit, or that they feel really stressed out by the fact they're not contributing to like the whole capitalistic society whole ideal, because not making money and not seeing a paycheck every week or every other week, not having something scheduled Monday through Friday, it just felt like, what am I doing right now? But when I finally got my job, I was told I wouldn't start until like 3 weeks later. Like, I'm in a big girl job, y'all. Like, I have benefits. I have a 401k now. I feel super adultish right now. Like, I wear business casual, mostly casual, because my job's cool like that. We have great amenities. I'm super proud of my job, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm gonna probably devote a whole YouTube video just to my job, just because I love it that much, and I'm glad that I love it that much. And being in a job like this right after being like a stay-at-home girlfriend, it definitely gave me perspective on both sides now. Like, you see what it's like to, just have that freedom to choose every day doing whatever you wish, and not have a lot of finances though, but be like spiritually and emotionally satisfied. But now I also want to satisfy like my wants, my desires, my need to travel and stuff like that, and be able to do that in a environment where I don't mind being there Monday through Friday is fire too. So yeah, I'm kind of really happy about being at my job now. I think if I were to say like which is better, you would have to look at like the pros and cons of both. Pro of staying at home was, again, getting to do whatever you wanted every single day. Like, if I wanted to go on a jog that day, that's what we're doing. If I wanted to go get ice cream, if I wanted to go to the park, or just drive around, whatever, I had the freedom to do that. But it was limited because of the financial resources. So I guess that's a con to that. Well, like, a pro of going to work is making your own money and contributing to the income in your household or in your partnership. But the con is that you are now sacrificing probably 9+ hours out of your day to commute to work and work all day, Monday through Friday. So now you really truly only have like 2 days to yourself and a couple hours before or after work. So you're sacrificing that, a little bit of that freedom there. But honestly, I feel like the cost is something that I'm willing to pay, because I definitely need a trip, y'all. You will probably see me take a trip once my training is officially over, because the PTO at my job is great. It actually is. But I think I would definitely return to being a stay-at-home girlfriend. I know having a job can like eventually burn you out. Even if you truly do love what you do, it can get tiring at some point. It can be exhausting. It could be a lot. So I don't plan on doing this forever. But do I think I could definitely retire out of this particular job? Absolutely. I love this job. And I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. But different video. Wow, where was I? Like, I think in the future, if I have children, no, not if, when I have children, speaking into existence, I don't know about y'all, but I love kids. I love the idea of having a little family. Not right now per se, because I feel like I just started my like actual career, but in the future, definitely like 2, 3 kids. And I think I'm one of those people who really value spending time with your family and creating memories. So when I do have children, I definitely want to be there for them as much as I can. I want to be there for the recitals, for the sports events. I want to be there for first steps, first words, like all of that. I'm trying to set myself up into a predicament that once I'm ready for that lifestyle, it's going to be an easy transition back into that stay-at-home wife or stay-at-home mom position, because I will be satisfied with having worked and like built up enough resources and safety net for me and my children, that it wouldn't put too much financial hardship on me and my partner at the time. I definitely think I would return to it just so that I can be there and present for all of those memories and moments with my children. But until then, I feel like I definitely want to try to create that empire and build that legacy for them. Because I feel like in some aspect, even me doing things like YouTube, it's like, good luck, Charlie. Like, it feels like this is like something to document, to show to the future generations of my lineage or whatever. Ew, that sounded so like old and very what's the word, royal. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know exactly what strain I just had, but it was very potent, and as you can see, I'm all over the place. But I think I've pretty much hit my time limit on this podcast episode, so I'm gonna probably cut it short here. Just know, like, if you have the chance to experience being a stay-at-home girlfriend, even if it's just for like 2 weeks, 4 weeks while you're looking for in between jobs or whatever, I would definitely try and go for it and see what takes off. Like, you can possibly find something that would be lucrative for you. Content creating or selling baked goods or selling art or whatever, while you were trying to like kind of get back to you and do that internal work. But for the most part, at the end of the day, just do what makes you happy. It's not always about how big the paycheck can be. Do what satisfies your soul and your spirit. So yeah, that's the last little piece of advice I'm going to leave off with. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys mean the world to me. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.